Nityananda Paramashivoham Om 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 Nityananda Paramashivoham
Nityanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gagana Sadrisham Tattvamasyadhilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadhi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Nityanandam, everyone.
Nityanandam.
Yes. So we welcome all the participants back after these amazing two darshans, live darshans back to back. First being uh, Swamiji in the form of Ardhanarishwara Murti. And then we had a very special Bhava Samadhi darshan of Swamiji as Bhagwan Sri Venkateshwara Swami, blessing all of us with the boons of abundance, manifesting abundance, wealth in our lives on the special occasion of Varalakshmi Vratam. So all the participants now, after receiving these intense Bhava Samadhi darshans from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, let us immediately jump into the power manifestation. We request all the participants to kindly turn your cameras on. Thank you. Thank you. All the other participants also, please turn on your cameras so that we can have an interactive session. We can also guide you along. You can ask questions, you can talk, whatever. It's always best to have interactive sessions so that you get the best out of this program. Okay. And also for the security, from the security perspective, it is essential for all of us to keep our cameras turned on during the sessions. All right. So now let's get ready for the power manifestation session. Today we are manifesting the power of teleportation, one of the very powerful manifestations of oneness of Paramadvaita, are these powers such as teleportation, materialization, directly from the depth dimension you're manifesting the oneness, it expresses as these powers. So in this round in particular, we are going to manifest the power of teleporting objects by holding on your palm or your on your hand, basically. So make sure you are ready with fairly small size objects which you can place comfortably on your hand, because we are going to manifest the power of teleportation on that object. So let's get ready with the objects. And meanwhile, let's also have a look at the Shastra Pramana, the scriptural evidence for this power of teleportation. So this power of teleportation, the scriptural evidence exists in Spanda Karika, which is a part of the Shaivagamas, where Paramashiva himself describes about this power, how to manifest this power, how teleportation really takes place, the science of teleportation, this power. It exists in the Spanda Karika, section 3, Vibhuti Spanda, Sutra 4 and 5. And the verse goes as, यथा हि अर्थोस्फुटो दृष्टः सावधानेऽपि तेजसि भूय स्फुटतकरो भाति स्वबलो द्योग भावितः तथा यत् परमार्थेन येन यत्र यथा स्थितं ततथा बलमाक्रम्य न चिरात् संप्रवर्तते. So here, the translation of this verse, Bhagavan Paramashiva says, indeed, just as an object or static matter, which in spite of all the attentiveness of the mind is perceived and seen indistinctly at first, then appears and manifests more distinctly and clearly when observed with the strength of one's visual power. So, when the yogi resorts to the power of Spanda, the dynamic activity in its highest essential nature of oneness with Paramashiva, then whatever thing or object or idea which is static matter exists in its highest dimension in whichever form which one seeks to know or manifest, wherever, in whichever place or time, in whichever state or dimension, that thing or object at once and not after a long time appears and manifests in that very way by the nature of its strategic existence. So, Paramashiva here in detail describes how the teleportation actually takes place with the power of, from the power of oneness, from the space of oneness, through the power of visualization. Any object, wherever it is in space and time, simply manifests by your sheer will. That is your strategic existence, your Paramashivatva. So that makes that object teleport and appear wherever you want it to appear. So let's now actually manifest this power. Okay, so all we really need to do fundamentally is connect with Swamiji. Swamiji is Paramashiva himself, manifest in the form, in human plane. So simply by connecting with Swamiji, we connect to the source of the entire existence, Paramashiva himself, and we can manifest the power. In fact, Swamiji himself manifests and flows through us, and he can manifest whatever we want, whatever power we want to manifest. So let's now get ready. Please, I'm sure you have all, you're all ready with the object in hand for this power to manifest. So sit in Padmasana or Vajrasana. First preference is Padmasana. When your legs are crossed like this on top of each other, placed on your thighs, Padmasana. If not, sit on Vajrasana with your legs bent, the knees bent, sitting on top of your heels. That is Vajrasana. If not, if you're not comfortable with either of them, just sit in Sukhasana and keep your hands in Samana Mudra. Samana Mudra is interlocking the hands, right thumb placed on top of the left thumb, and just sit comfortably in front of you. Keep placing the hand in Samana Mudra. Now, keep your head, neck, and spine in a straight line. Yes. Now, for some time, just sit visualizing Swamiji in your third eye. And chanting the Mahavakya, Om Nityananda Paramashivoham, invoking the space of oneness with Swamiji, sitting absolutely unclutched, and feeling your body as light as Paramashiva, filled with Paramashiva. Now, keep your palm, open your palm, and place the object on top of the palm. Keep your palm flat in front of you and place the object on top of it. And while you're chanting the Mahavakya, while you're immersed in that space of oneness, give a command with your will from that space of completion, from oneness. Give a command to teleport that object, for that object to get teleported to wherever you want. Maybe some other place in the same room, wherever, which you can then later verify. Any self-doubt, anything comes up, just drop it. Have a strong declaration of oneness, of trust that Swamiji is manifesting through us. Chanting Mahavakya loudly from your navel. And hold this declaration throughout this power manifestation. Hold this strong declaration, this sankalpa, for the object to get teleported. Continue chanting the Mahavakya and let the power manifestation begin.
I bless you all. Let you all.
வருவாய் கலி என்னும் கடலினில் மூழ்கிட்டையும் இனி கரம் தந்து காத்திட்டு கருணை மழையை பொழிவாய் பொய்கையில் அலர்ந்திட்ட அலவத்மம் போல உன் திருவடியில் வாழ்ந்திட நித்தியனின் வாராய் அருணாச்சலனே நீ வாராய் அகண்ட ஜோதியனே வாராய் அல்லல் நீக்கிடவே வாராய் அகிலம் போற்றுகின்ற
वक्राय महेश्वराय अघोरहृदयाय रुद्रेश्वराय वामेश्वराय स्थितिकारणाय सत्यस्वरूपाय सृजनेश्वराय स्वागतं स्वागतं स्वामी ते स्वागतं अस्माकं हृदये भोः सुस्वागतं ते स्वागतं स्वागतं स्वामी ते स्वागतं अस्माकं हृदये भोः सुस्वागतं ब्रह्मस्वरूपं शिवशक्तियैक्यं दमरुककर्तिनुशूलं आह्वानहस्तं काषाय वस्त्रं राजसन्यासं वन्देहं परमहंस नित्यानन्द सद्गुरु கொண்டு கங்கை முடி கொண்டு நந்தனம் ஈசனே காரணே புடி ஸ்ரீ ஜெகத்குரு பிடிகாண்டம் புரிகின்ற மதுரை மாநகரின் ராசனே கலை கலைந்து இன்பங்களை அளிக்கும் சுந்தர வடமணி நேர சத்துராயு திங்கள் நித்தம் உரைகின்ற செவ்வி கொண்ட செல்வனே சொக்கனே என்ற சோமனே ஐயா சோதி வடிவான ரூபனே அடிமுடி காணா அண்ணா மலையே அகிலம் போற்றிடும் ஐயனே நாகாவரணே நால்வது போற்றிடம் நாடிடும் நாதனே கால காலம் ஆழம் பாடுதடி ஆனந்த நடமிடும் ஆதி செய்வனே அங்க இடம் கொண்டு கங்கை முடி கொண்டு நந்தனம் புரியும் ஈசனே சுடலை பொடி பூசி முதுகை நடையேறும் காலனே புலி தோலனே நீரின் விடிகால் உள்ள முறைகின்ற மதுரை மாநகரின் ராசனே இன்னல்களை கலைந்து இன்பங்களை அளிக்கும் சுந்தர விடமணி நேசனே
வாராரையா வாராரு நம்ம கருப்பசாமி வாரா
ஈசன் முக்தி நேரி அருளவே நித்தியனாய் உலகிற்கு வந்தம்மை ஆட்கொள்ள தேவர்களை காத்திட வைத்தான் தாயாய் பேரருள் புரிய உடல் ரோமம் சிலிர்த்திட நித்தியனாய் வந்து அண்ணாமலையில் பிறந்தான் புவி எண்ணாத யோகமை கொண்டிட நித்தியன் ஈரேழு லோகத்திற்கெட்டார் ஈசன் முக்தி நேரி அருளவே நித்தியனாய் அண்ணாமலையில் பிறந்தான் திருவண்ணாமலையில் பிறந்தான் சித்தை கிளப்பி விட்டேனில் பர தத்துவம் கற்பித்த பாரமஞானியாய் ஞானக்கண் கொடுத்த தமக்கே ரூபம் காட்டிய மாய வித்தை செய்யும் நித்தியன் சித்தை கிளப்பி விட்டேனில் பர தத்துவம் கற்பித்த பாரமஞானியாய் ஞானக்கண் கொடுத்த தமக்கே ரூபம் காட்டிய மாய வித்தை செய்யும் நித்தியன் அண்ணாமலையில் பிறந்தான் புவி எண்ணாத யோகமை கொண்டிட நித்தியன் ஈரேழு லோகத்திற்கெட்டா ஈசன் முக்தி நேரி அருளவே நித்தியனாய் அண்ணாமலையில் பிறந்தான் நித்தியன் அண்ணாமலையில் பிறந்தான் மெய்ப்பொருளான நித்தியனை ஆழ்ந்து சிந்திக்க ஐயனின் ரூபம் விளங்கும் தாண்டும் சிவசக்தியாக ஐம்பொறிகளுக்கும் புலனாகின்ற நித்தியன் மெய்ப்பொருளான நித்தியனை ஆழ்ந்து சிந்திக்க ஐயனின் ரூபம் விளங்கும் யாண்டும் சிவசக்தியாக ஐம்பொறிகளுக்கும் புலனாகின்ற நித்தியன் அண்ணாமலையில் பிறந்தான் புவி எண்ணாத யோகமை கொண்டிட நித்தியன் ஈரேழு லோகத்திற்கெட்டா ஈசன் முக்தி நெறி அருளவே நித்தியனாய் அண்ணாமலையில் பிறந்தான் திருவண்ணாமலையில் பிறந்தான் உள்ளும் புறமும் இருந்து உயிர் பக்குவமாக்கிடும் பரமனாம் நித்தியன் ஞானப்பாடித்தங்கள் ஏழும் கொண்ட ஞானமும் ஆகியே ஆண்டிடும் நித்தியன் உள்ளும் புறமும் இருந்து உயிர் பக்குவமாக்கிடும் பரமனாம் நித்தியன் ஞானப்பாடித்தங்கள் ஏழும் கொண்ட ஞானமும் ஆகியே ஆண்டிடும் நித்தியன் அண்ணாமலையில் பிறந்தான் புவி எண்ணாத யோகமே கொண்டிட நித்தியன் ஈரேழு லோகத்திற்கெட்டா ஈசன் முக்தி நெறி அருளவே நித்தியனாய் அண்ணாமலையில் பிறந்தான் நித்தியன் அண்ணாமலையில் பிறந்தான் ஆப்த வாக்கியங்களான அருள் கவிதைகள் நித்தியனின் மகிமை சொல்லிடும் மகிமை அர்ப்பித்த பின்னே சிவசக்தி ஸ்வரூபமாய் தோன்றிடும் நித்தியன் ஆப்த வாக்கியங்களான
உத்தமன் சொல்லி உண்மை திருத்தாங்கி வாங்கிய மனத்தில் வந்திட்ட துக்கமெல்லாம் போக்கி குறையலாம் களைந்து நிறைவலாம் தந்திட ஓங்கி உலகளந்த உத்தமன் பாதத்தை வருடிய கங்கை வருடிய பூமிக்கு வந்தேன் ஹரித்வாரம் கண்டேன் வாருங்கள்
தகமலை வந்த மகாதேவிகமாய் நின்றவா அண்டத்துக்கே நித்யானந்த தியானம் தந்தவா தகமலை வந்த மகாதேவிகமாய் நின்றவா அண்டத்துக்கே நித்யானந்த தியானம் தந்தவா கட்டி தரும் நித்யானந்தன் தியானம் தன்னை செய்தாலது பக்தியோடும் ஸ்ரத்தையோடும் நித்யா உன்னை பூஜிப்பது பல நாட்டவமோ பல நாய் நித்யானந்தன் ரூபம் இன்று இறையே குருவின் உருவில் வையம் காக்கும் எண்ணம் கொண்டு தகமலை வந்த மகாதேவிகமாய் தெய்வீகம் கொண்டாடும் என்றாய் நித்யானந்தா நீ கள்ளங்கள் இல்லாமல் கொள்ளும் தெய்வீகம் என்னாலும் எம்மை ஞானத்தின் மெய்வாழ்வில் சேர்க்கும் யுக்தி தந்தாய் நீ நித்யாவின் பாதம் அதை கண்டாலே போதும் மெய்ஞானம் வாழ்வில் குறியாக குடியேறும் அகமும் தெளிந்தே ஆனந்த கூத்தாடிவிட குருவாய் வளர்ந்தான் மெய்ஞானம் எம்முள் வந்திட தகமலை வந்தவா தெய்வீகமாய் நின்றவா அண்டத்துக்கு நித்யானந்த தியானம் தந்தவா கட்டி தரும் நித்யானந்தன் தியானம் தன்னை செய்தால ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಶಂಕರ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಶಂಕರ ಆನಂದೇಶ್ವರ ಶಂಕರ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಶಂಕರ ಆನಂದೇಶ್ವರ ಶಂಕರ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಶಂಕರ ಆನಂದೇಶ್ವರ
Yes. You can all now relax, and yes, you can begin sharing your experiences, what you experienced. Did you manifest the power? Did you teleport? One of the participants actually manifested the power of teleportation today in the earlier sessions. So it was a wonderful thing. I hope I've also recorded it in a video. So it'll be wonderful. You can share it with people. You can really inspire them. So in this session in particular, let us all know what your experiences were. Because we all experience this power in various ways. Some directly manifest the power of teleportation. Some initially, we have some sensations in the body. We go through some spiritual experiences because it is one of the, you can say, a power which directly flows from the depth dimension. It also requires some detoxification in the body. So it varies how we, start this journey of manifesting these powers. It's teleportation, materialization. So you can all let us know what your experiences were. We can guide you further.
Yes. So all of you can share your experience. So whatever you experienced, whatever you manifested during this session. So all of you, it is mandatory for all of us to involve, interact, to experience the oneness with Swamiji himself. It takes you to the next level of the power manifestation. Your availability, your openness to Swamiji, to be in oneness matters. So please, all of you, share your experience. Yes. So even May has shared, this is the first time for me to do this visualization. I didn't manifest it, but I felt a light mass around me. Help me clean my head. The detoxification is always happening, ma. The once you start attending the session sincerely, all the sessions, all the powerful cognitions, automatically you'll be imbibed and detoxification will be happening automatically. And you are always manifesting the space and state of Paramashiva. The powerful powers will manifest slowly, and it is like your will. Swamiji always tells that your will and Paramashiva's will are one and the same. So surrendering your will to Paramashiva's will is being in oneness with him. That is the moment you are going to manifest his state, space, and powers. So focus on that. The other detoxifications will happen automatically. That needs to be done. The cleansing needs to be done. The patterns that needs to be cleared will automatically happen. So don't worry about that. Your involvement and sincerity is important. So thanks for sharing your experience. So all of you can share, because today one of the participant has manifested this teleportation manic power manifestation. So just by your involvement, just your surrender, just your availability to Swamiji, being open to Swamiji itself is enough. Just like that, you can manifest the first. That is why we are continuously insisting you to involve, share your experience. So so many things will happen inside you, and as well as in this session to all the participants. I'm just specifically design this power manifestation in such a way that you imbibe the powerful cognitions, and then the initiation from Swamiji during darshan directly. And once you sit for power manifestation, Swamiji will flow through you just like that. So there is no need the efforts from our side. It is our openness to Swamiji. So please, all of you, don't hesitate to share. This is the precious time Swamiji has given us. We are blessed to be in the session with Swamiji and imbibing his teachings and all the signs of Hinduism Swamiji is giving us to to reach the very purpose of our life, the very purpose of all the human beings is to attain the state of Paramashivoham, the oneness with Paramashiva, with Swamiji himself. So if you sincerely involve yourself in this session, especially power manifestation session, your sufferings, your struggle to complete with all your patterns, all your sufferings, your desire to fulfill all your desires internally, spiritually, as well as in the materialistic world, all will become easy for you. So everything will turn up for you just like that. So be sincere in this session, in this power manifestation session.
Yes, and power manifestation session is actually, power manifestation is a time when all the powerful cognitions that we have listened to and we have even internalized, they start becoming actually a part of our day-to-day lifestyle. The click actually happens and they start flowing through us. They become actually in reality a part of us. So because all powers are essentially some powerful cognition manifesting, right? Any power you take, it is basically fundamentally one powerful cognition which manifests as that power. And many times when Swamiji conducts these power manifestation sessions, even physically, when participants used to be there physically, so he would say, like, just manifest it 21 times in succession. Once you have cracked it, once you manifested a power 21 times, it just becomes a part of you. That cognition, it just becomes a part of you. And you can use the same cognition in any part of your life, in your work, in your day-to-day life, in your family relationships, wherever, in creating wealth, in your health, any dimension of your life, you can use that powerful cognition and it will simply radiate. So the whole life becomes power manifestation. This is just the first step, right? So let's say you're doing any power, for example, consciousness over matter, right? Moving a coconut, it starts with that. But once that cognition really clicks with you, that I can move anything, and there is actually no demarcation between matter and consciousness. Ultimately, it's all consciousness and it pervades everything. I can simply command, I have a command over everything. Same cognition can be applied with people, it can be applied with situations. You can move people, you can move projects in your business, anything. It's not just that coconut, right? That is just the first step for you to click with that powerful cognition. Same way, same thing goes for all the powers. So that's why it is so important for all of us to manifest these powers, to be involved and intense in these powerful power manifestation sessions. Whatever it is, you give us a feedback. We will guide you further and how to manifest more and more, what can be done and what is the right way to go about it once you're beginning this journey of power manifestation. So whatever, if you're facing self-doubt, how to complete it, how to drop it, so step by step, till the time you manifest all the powers completely. In fact, not just the powers, state, space, powers, being, and super consciousness of Paramashiva. That is whole the aim of Paramashivoham program. Swamiji is pouring his consciousness in all of us with all these powerful initiations. It is just for you to now decide to manifest it with intensity. That is the only thing that you have to do. You have to allow him to manifest through you, drop all the self-doubts. That is what these powerful power manifestation sessions are. Okay. So you can also head over to the social media platforms. You can share your experiences, invite people, as many people as you can, for Paramashivoham, the upcoming season of Paramashivoham program. So they can all register and they can also be a part of this intense experience. They can have the blessing of having the avatar himself in their life as their guru and receive all the blessings and boons from Swamiji. Okay. So With this, we now come to the end of this power manifestation round, and let's move on to the next section now. The next session is going to be a video from Swamiji, and he is going to reveal the truths about women and spirituality. What is the role of women in spirituality? And throwing more light on this topic, giving more powerful cognitions on, as we are today dealing with the whole theme of feminine, divine feminine consciousness. And let's now come to the space of listening. Keep your head, neck, and spine in a straight line, ready to receive the direct words from Bhagwan himself. So let's now watch the video.
सदाशिवसमारम्भाम् शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. I welcome you all with my love and respects. I welcome all the devotees, disciples, samajis, satsangis from around the world who are sitting with us at this moment in 712 places through NTV, 15 places in two-way connection, having Nayana Diksha in 206 cities in 27 countries. Today's subject for satsang is woman and spirituality. Women and spirituality. All the cities which are sitting in front of me now, having Nayana Diksha, two-way connection. Los Angeles, San Jose, Seattle, Columbus, Phoenix, Pullman, Calgary, Toronto, Canada, Vancouver, Anna Nagar Center, Taramangalam, Guadeloupe, London, New Zealand, Paris, Singapore. Totally 16 cities from around the world are sitting with me. New Zealand and Redondo Beach. These are the centers which are sitting with us, having two-way connection. Live, two-way connection. My blessings to all of you. Before entering into the subject, I wanted to remind all of you to sit in Vatmasana and Samana Mudra. Women and spirituality. By the nature of the muscle memory, women are hardwired for the major three qualities which can lead them to enlightenment quickly, which is a basic necessity for enlightenment: receptivity, passivity, and the ability for experiencing the feeling connection beyond logic. Please understand. receptivity, passivity, ability to feel connected, feeling connection beyond logic. This three is part of the very biomemory of female body. Women, biomemory of women. Receptivity, the ability to receive the biomemory of the woman's body is not aggressive. It is based on receptivity, receiving. It is not based on violence. It is based on passivity. That is why sannyas or brahmacharya is lot more easy for the beings in women body than in masculine body. Even if you are in masculine body, when you experience the enlightenment, physiological mutation happens in your system. You just go beyond the masculine, feminine identification, an identity. Please understand, I wanted to make it very clear. It is such a subtle subject. Please understand, an enlightened being is neither male nor female or child or transgender. He is beyond all this. Something unique happens in his system. Already, I have done a lot of medical researches and experiments on my body. And I am continuing further more and more researches and experiments. I'll bring it to the world in right time, in a proper context, how an enlightened body is beyond masculine and feminine. Because during the enlightenment experience, the physiological mutation happens. Please understand, during the Satori, first experience, psychological mutation happens. And during enlightenment, physiological mutation happens. Because in masculine body, feminine consciousness gets awakened. It gets awakened so strongly, the physiological mutation happens. Side effects and after effects of the physiological mutation. Only I have studied, for last many years I have studied successfully. Now also I am continuing to study. I will present to the world when time comes. I wanted to insist this one important thing. By nature, feminine biomemory, women's muscle memory is for receptivity, passivity, and feeling connection beyond logic. For enlightenment to be transmitted to you, you need to feel connected to something which is little beyond your logic. But masculine biomemory is in constant insecurity and fear. It is justified. Men say, no, we go out and do business and we are cheated, exploited. So we need to develop a shield of protection, security, and we need to think logically. Okay, it is justified. I am not saying your insecure feeling is unjustified. But what to do? Enlightenment happens only when you are able to feel connected. Maybe God has sent one gender to create infrastructure on planet Earth, one gender to enjoy enlightenment. Only one problem is enlightenment is eternal, infrastructure is ephemeral. But I tell you, God did not send any one gender only for any one purpose. Women can create infrastructures, men can radiate enlightenment. Women have proved they can create infrastructure equivalent to men, but men have not proved they can be enlightened or experience feeling connection equivalent to women. Still, men need to do their homework. Even in our Sangha, I can see people who are experiencing Kundalini awakening. It is not that I bless only that side. I bless both sides. By nature, their system is built for receptivity, passivity, and feeling connection beyond logic. Men also carry the quality when they were kids, but the interest and the interest they have to get conditioned by society automatically reduces them to an ordinary. Please understand, ordinary. Insecure. Confined to logic. Women, by nature, have the extraordinary capability to feel connected beyond logic. Men should evolve in that direction, should create those higher qualities to achieve and experience and express enlightenment. Receptivity, passivity, feeling connection beyond logic are the basic requirement for you to radiate enlightenment, the complete fulfillment. When you are receptive, passive, just simple nature can give you enlightenment. River can talk to you. Hill can initiate you. Ocean can fill you. See Ramana Maharshi. Even Ramana Maharshi became intensely feminine. That's the reason Arunachala initiated him into enlightenment. If you see his marital garland of letters in Madhurabhava, he just radiates that feminine consciousness in the mood of being receptive to Mahadeva, Arunachala. Almost all the great masters who experienced the highest consciousness radiated extraordinary feminine qualities. Yen Kriya is a powerful technique to awaken your Kundalini and make you experience receptivity, passivity, to experience the feminine consciousness and reach enlightenment. Jainism says even women have to take birth as men to achieve enlightenment. I am saying even men have to get into the feminine consciousness to achieve enlightenment. Men may not need to take women body, but they have to get into feminine consciousness to achieve enlightenment. Jainism says women need to take one more birth as a man in masculine body to achieve enlightenment. I tell you, men need to take one more psychological rebirth into feminine consciousness to achieve enlightenment. I bless you all. Let you all experience highest spiritual experiences and powers. I bless you all to achieve, experience, live, express, radiate and share the eternal bliss, Nityananda. Thank you.
Yes. What a wonderful revelation by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism.
Yes. So, Samj was amazingly revealing the potentiality of woman. How potential, how the very consciousness of woman, how it is helping them to achieve the enlightenment easily. So the very qualities of woman consciousness, that is acceptability, passivity, and the woman consciousness itself is the qualities that woman is carrying, so they can easily get into the enlightenment. Even the men has to enter into the female consciousness to achieve this enlightenment. So that is the quality of the potentials that women are having. So all of you should understand, all women should understand this powerful cognition, and you should establish yourself. You should rekindle and awaken your woman consciousness within you, and have this as a powerful cognition, and understand your strength, your power, and your high potential you are carrying to achieve this enlightenment. With this powerful cognition, let us enter into the next power manifestation session.
Yes. So we'll have another quick round of power manifestation before we move to the next Jnana segment. So another round of teleportation, slightly different. So in this round, we are going to manifest the power of teleporting a small object within the same place where you are currently. So you will not be holding it in the hand per se, just keeping it in front of you and then teleporting it wherever you want, in the same place wherever you are. So let's now get ready to manifest this round of teleportation. So we can be ready with the any small object. Could be a pen, could be a ring, it could be key, it could be a fruit, let's say apple, coconut, whatever you want. Fairly small object, you can place it in front of you and sit. Again, sit in Padmasana or Vajrasana, keeping your hand in Samana Mudra, like this, interlocked, keeping it in front of you, resting it on your lap. And place the object in front of you. Now start chanting the Mahavakya, Om Nityananda Paramashivoham, connecting with Swamiji. Visualize Swamiji in your third eye. Look at that object through your third eye. Invoking the space of oneness with Swamiji while you're chanting the Mahavakya. Now, make a strong declaration. What you can also do, you can take a pen and paper. You can write down on the paper where you want the object to teleport, which place, which spot you want it to teleport. Once you write it down, you can then keep that piece of paper with that declaration written. You can keep it near the object. And then hold that declaration, hold that sankalpa to teleport the object to the desired place throughout this power manifestation. Okay? So you can write it on a piece of paper where you want the object to teleport, and then place that piece of paper just next to that object. And again, sit in Padmasana, Vajrasana, Samana Mudra, and start chanting the Mahavakya, Om Nityananda Paramashivoham, carrying the strong sankalpa, declaration, holding the space for that object to teleport to this desired place. Okay? So start chanting the Mahavakya and let the power manifestation begin.
ஓரமா காமத்துக்கு நேரமா வெள்ள குதிரையில நகரிவரும் வேகமா அத்தகர ஓரத்துல அகரமா தினாரையா வெள்ள குதிரையில கோட்டை காக்க வந்தாரையா காவல் காக்கும் முனியனையா என் வீரமான சடையலகா நீ வீரமாக புறப்படையா ஏ ரோசக்கார ஜடமுனியா அட்ட தம்பி 7 பேரு அத்தனையும் தாறுமாறு இதனோட வம்சத்துல ஜடாமுனி வாத்தியாரு முனி சுடல முனி மூத்தவர் ஜடாமுனி பாண்டி முனி தொட்டி முனி கருப்பத்துல கரு முனி நாத முனி தவ முனி சிவ முனி மாமுனி மத்திக்கல கொட்டு முனி வேத காகு வென முனி சடைய விலகு செம்முனி யோக காகு யோக முனி தடக்கு 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 ஓச கேளு நீ வெற்றி கொடி லாட்டி வரும் வேட்டைக்கார வம்சமையா கட்டகதை குந்தல் கொண்ட கோபக்கார ஜடமுனியா வெற்றி கொடி லாட்டி வரும் வேட்டைக்கார வம்சமையா கட்டகதை குந்தல் கொண்ட கோபக்கார ஜடமுனியா கோட்டை வாசல் புறப்படையா ஏ கோபக்கார சடைமுனியா கையிலை வாழும் எங்கள் கையிலை நாதனே கருணையின் வழியே நீ வருக வருகவே நலம் தரும் வாழ்வரும் நித்யானந்தனே இளமதி சூடி நீ வருக வருகவே ஈசனே சிந்தை கவலம் தனேசனே நீ வருவாய் மூவொடு கனிகளை கொண்டு உன்னை பூஜித்தோம் அருள் தருவாய் கலி என்னும் கடலில் ஊகிட்டையும் இனி கரம் தந்து காத்திட்டு கருணை மழையை பொய்கையில் அலர்ந்திட்ட அலவத்மம் போல உன் திருவடியில் வாழ்ந்திட நித்தியனின் வாராய் அருணாச்சலனே நீ வாராய் அகண்ட ஜோதியனே வாராய் அல்லல் நீக்கிடவே வாராய் அகிலம் போற்றுகின்ற ईशानभूताय सदाशिवाय तत्पुरुषवक्त्राय महेश्वराय अघोरहृदयाय रुद्रेश्वराय वामेश्वराय स्थितिकारणाय सत्यस्वरूपाय सृजनेश्वराय स्वागतं स्वागतं स्वामिन् ते स्वागतम् अस्माकं हृदये भोः स्वागतं ते स्वागतं स्वागतं स्वामिन् ते स्वागतम् अस्माकं हृदये भोः स्वागतं ते ब्रह्मस्वरूपं शिवशक्तियैक्यं दमरुककरतिरुशूलम् आह्वानहस्तं काषाय वस्त्रं राजसन्न्यासं वन्देहं परमहंस नित्यानन्द सद्गुरुं கொண்டு கங்கை முடி கொண்டு நன்றனம் புரியும் ஈசனே கோயிலை முடி பூசி முடி தனையேந்தும் காலனே புடி ஸ்ரீ ஜெகத்குரு பிடிகாண்ட முறைகின்ற மௌரை மாநகரின் ராசனே தங்களை கலைந்து இன்பங்களை அளிக்கும் சுந்தர வடமணினே சத்துராயு திங்கள் நித்தம் உரைகின்ற செவ்வுடி கொண்ட செல்வனே சொக்கனே என்ற சோமனே ஐயா சோதி வடிவான ரூபனே அடிமுடி காணா அண்ணா மலையே அகிலம் போற்றிடும் வைகனே நாகாவரணே நால்வது போற்றிட நயமுடன் ஆடிடும் நாதனே காலம் உண்டு ஆழம் பாடுதடில் ஆனந்த நடமிடும் ஆதி செய்வனே அங்கிடம் கொண்டு கங்கை முடி கொண்டு நந்தனம் புரியும் ஈசனே சுடலை கொடி பூசி முதுகை அழகேது காலனே புலிகோலனே வீடின் விடிகால் உள்ள முறைகின்ற மதுரை மாநகரின் ராசனே இன்னல்களை
Yes, you can all now relax.
So all of you can share your manifestations and your experience now. So your sharing makes you more intense, more involved in the session, and moves you to the next level of your power manifestation. Your access to your consciousness, you operating through your consciousness, slowly increases once you get involved in power manifestation. So don't hesitate to involve, share your experience, what you manifested in this session, what all you have gone through in this session. So once you share, it is always going to help you. It is going to take you to the next level, move you to the next level of power manifestation. As I said, this teleportation, it's not about that one single object. Your conscious access to superconscious happening of different aspects of the universe, the cosmos, different lokas, different dimensions of universe. So this power manifestation is the key to open your intelligence to access to know about the cosmos. So obviously you opening yourself to Paramashiva to descend on you, to give all the knowledge of the cosmos. So please, all of you involve in this beautiful opportunity Swamiji has given us. Be open to Paramashiva. It is a time we can rise ourselves, clear all our obstacles, struggles, karmas we have accumulated, and be in oneness with Paramashiva. It is also going to help you in your outer world. In the materialistic world, what all you need to achieve, everything will happen automatically. All the things around you will align to your goals. That is the power of the oneness with Paramashiva. It also heals your body, your mental patterns, psychological layer, as well as your physical layer. It is completely rejuvenating your entire system and making you attain the higher purpose of the life, the state, space, powers, and consciousness of Paramashiva. So all of you involved, don't hesitate, please involve. That will be very helpful for you as well as others. And this is going to help you when you move to the next level of the PSM sessions or next level of the permanent manifestation. Only if you involve here and get grounded in this basic level of power manifestation, only then you can move to the next level of power manifestation. So all of you can share your experience and your manifestations.
Yes. And meanwhile, you can also head over to the social media platforms and share your experiences with as many people as you can, your friends, family, acquaintances, colleagues. Invite them also to the upcoming season of Paramashivoham. You can also enrich them to be Kailasa Vasis now that Swamiji has opened Kailasa for everyone, and they can be a part, physically be a part of this wonderful ecosystem, evolve in the ecosystem which Swamiji himself has created and manifest the ultimate purpose, the real purpose of our life, which is to manifest Paramashivatva, to manifest oneness with Paramashiva. So you can also enrich them for being Kailasavasis, and definitely invite them to attend the upcoming season of Paramashivoham. Let's now move to the next segment. We're going to watch another video. It's going to be a question and answer session on the patterns related to lust. So let's directly hear from Swamiji answering these questions from the devotees and expanding more on these higher truths, deeper secrets of how to overcome the lust and other patterns. Let's watch.
We'll start. The next, Mooladhara Chakra, the root center. This is the energy of pure greed. I can say pure expression. This is the chakra from which the opening starts happening. See, when you wake up from the dream, when the energy gets centered in Mooladhara Chakra. Whenever the energy gets centered in Mooladhara Chakra, you wake up. If all your energy gets centered, see, one or two thoughts, if it turns and touches the Mooladhara, you wake up from ordinary dream. Your whole awareness, if it turns and touches the Mooladhara, you wake up from this dream. You can see that is why whenever you have a very fantasy dream, you will wake up. You think, oh God, such a wonderful dream. Any fantasy dream, you will just wake up because the energy has turned and touched the Mooladhara Chakra. Same way you can see in your life, whenever you feel, oh God, this is an ecstasy, too much, something amazing. Those moments you will see, you will have a clarity, it is not going to be permanent. It is not that only that moment, you are realizing for those few moments, everything is dream. How many of you in the peak ecstasy felt that this is not going to last long? Understand, this is the truth. Whenever your awareness, your energy turns and touches the Mooladhara, you will have the experience, whatever you are in is a dream. Whatever you are in is a dream. Master is the ultimate fantasy. All your fantasy, the fulfillment of all your fantasy is a master. Or he is the ultimate nightmare. I can describe in both ways. Whether as a nightmare or as a fantasy, he will wake you up. If you feel I am a fantasy, the path for you is a devotion. Through devotion, you will be liberated. If you feel I am a nightmare, the path for you is a vairagya. Vairagya is the path. Vairagya means the non-attachment. Through that you will be liberated. This is the way you can choose whether to follow the path of devotion or to follow the path of the renunciation. You can choose. Understand, whether it is a deep greed or a deep fear, you will have the clarity that this is not true. You will be awakened. There is an automatic awakening system in you. Just like if the pain is too much, automatically you will fall into coma. You don't have to do anything. If the pain is unbearable, you will just fall into coma. The automatic system is there. Same way, if the suffering or if the conflict with you and what you have created, if it is too much, you will be awakened. This is the science of awakening. Whenever the conflict between you and what you have created is too much, you will be awakened. Whether it is through fantasy or through fear. Whether it is through greed or through fear. The night, you can see in the dream, whether it is fantasy dream or a nightmare, you will wake up. when that conflict is too much, when that the give and take is too much with you and what you expressed. The nighttime dream is what is you expressed. Whenever the conflict is too much, you will wake up. Same way, even in this world, whenever you think it is too much of ecstasy, it is too much, unimaginable, if the pure greed energy is expressing, suddenly you will have a glimpse, oh God, it's not going to stand. It's not going to last long. Not only that experience or that situation or that moment, you will see the whole thing with which you are having that fantasy feeling, the fantastic feeling is not going to stand. It's like a spider, how the spider expresses its own web from itself. It expresses its own web. Same way, this is the web created by you. It is from your very mind stuff. This web is created. When you have too much of fear or too much of greed, you break it. When you can't handle the conflict, when you can't handle the play anymore. See, you did this whole thing playfully. You ask, what is this, Swamiji? What are you talking? I am telling you the truth. How playfully you create a dream and enter into it. With that same playful mood only you create this web, the cosmos, and relax into it. When it is too much, you are not able to handle this play anymore, you wake up. When we experience pure greed, you can wake up. See, in the last session, I tried to give you the glimpse of pure energy, pure fear. The pure fear. Same way, this session, this technique will give you the glimpse of pure greed by awakening the Muladhara chakra. A different technique. This will give you the glimpse of pure greed. When the pure greed happens also, your consciousness level will raise. And you will start seeing it's all just layer. Please understand, again I am going back to the first chakra, Agnya chakra. Seeing through the eyes. When the energy is more centered on the scene will overrule you. It will command you. When the energy is more on the seer can change it, change the scene. When the energy is more on the object of the greed, that will disturb your life. When the energy is more on the pure greed energy, pure greed, you will wake up. You will not be touched anymore by it. So now, all we need to do is enter into the process of awakening the pure greed. Means Muladhara chakra. Pure energy, lust energy of Muladhara chakra. I wanted to make one more statement. There is a question from Guru Prem. Yesterday I was just going through these questions. He asked, if the Vairagya is deep boredom, is Viagra the excitement? I want you to know, I just wanted to pass an idea. Actually, this is directly related to this Muladhara chakra. You have certain amount of biomemory in you. Biomemory of lust, or fear, or greed, with which you made your body. See, when you make your body, 30% lust, 40% fear, and 20% worry. Something like this, you accumulate you make the karmas, and out of that, you make the body. So if your body is prepared with a particular amount of lust, that is your biomemory, prarabdha, we call it prarabdha. In English, I want to use the word biomemory. With that particular amount of lust, if you have made your body, that is your lust. How much your body expresses, acts for that biomemory is your lust. But through pornography or through some way, if you start comparing with somebody else's lust with you, you will always have a problem. I am not up to that mark, or I am little more than that. When you start comparing, you have corrupted the lust. And please understand, any medicine or external help you add to improve your lust action is going to dangerously disturb your consciousness. It is going to dangerously disturb your consciousness. Means you are adding agamya. Instead of relaxing or releasing your prarabdha. You see, you come down, you have 40% of lust engram, you think, let me finish it and get rid of it. That's the way you come down. And after coming down, when you add some medical help or any external help, naturally you are accumulating agamya with the greed, with the lust. Agamya accumulated in the lust will directly damage the body and consciousness. Please understand? Directly it will damage. The karma, biomemory which you brought, live it. I am not saying don't live it. Live it. But anything added to it directly will disturb your consciousness. So, be very clear. And you don't have to compare your lust with somebody else's lust. Your action with somebody else's action. It is purely your individual experience. There are some more questions on this subject. Lust and greed and the Muladhara Chakra. Somebody is asking, Guru Premuli is asking, is there an answer to chicken and the egg question? Understand, egg is first. Egg never came from chicken, it came from hen. I answered. If you have any question on Muladhara, you can write it and give now. I'll answer. I'll throw some more light on whatever concepts I've expressed. Then we'll go for meditation. Are greed and desire interchange? I'm not able to read the next line. Oh, interchangeable. See, I can say there is no difference between greed and desire. It's a different words, that's all. I can say pure greed and ordinary greed. Pure greed is the just overflowing energy. Ordinary greed is when it is associated with some object. All I am trying to do in these 2 days is trying to give you the deep ecstasy or the experience without objects, so that you are liberated from objects. I am not saying don't live with the objects. When you go back, you can live with the objects. You can live with things, but have the freedom. See, having the freedom from objects and persons is the ultimate freedom. You should live it to understand. You should live it to understand. I feel so poor, so sympathy towards the people who are caught with the objects and persons. I feel, oh God, is in mess. It's an amazing liberation. You should see how the life is. It's like if you are a billionaire and see a poor guy in a slum or in a small village, how you feel bad. Same way only I feel when I see people who are caught in the objects or with the persons or memories. Understand, sometimes you may not be directly caught with a particular person, but the memory. Only one person's memory liberates you. That's enlightened person's memory. The memory with the enlightened being, that only liberates you. That's what we call devotion. And any memory with anybody else is suffering. Could you please explain masculine and feminine energy and how it relates to people who are gay and lesbian? This is a very deep question. Understand, I'll explain the science of birth. Usually, in the cosmos, how the birth happens, if somebody has spent one life as a male birth, male body, they decide to take a female birth. I always saw more than 99%, it's always, if you are male this birth, you are surely female in the last birth. I don't know why, but that is the way. Maybe the suffering is too much. So they jump to the other gender. If they just jump to the other gender, but the taste for the other experience, for example, last Janma somebody was male, this Janma they take the female body, but the taste for the female body is too much in that person, he comes with the female body and the taste for the female body. He comes with a male body and the taste for the male body. That is where this problem starts. These gay and lesbian relationships are the gay and lesbian beings. Another one thing is there, in Tantra we explain, anybody who is growing has to go through different layers. Between 0 to 7, the child will be enjoying its own body. It will be just enjoying its own body. And between 7 and 14, the child will enjoy its gender's body. It will enjoy friendliness, understand? Not sex, not lust, friendliness. So the male child will enjoy the male body. The female child will enjoy the female body. Then after 14, the opposite gender, lust starts. First, enjoying its own presence, then enjoying the friendliness, then enjoying the physical sex. Body and mind, this is the way it gets matured. And according to Tantra, after 21, you are supposed to enjoy everything, what we call brahmacharya. See, 0 to 7, enjoying your own body. 7 to 14, enjoying the friendliness, the body of the same gender. 14 to 21, enjoying the opposite sex. After 21, enjoying the whole world. This is the way Tantra wants human beings to flower. Our Gurukuls were done for that only. By 21 you are in Brahmacharya. Brahmacharya means enjoying everything. You just connect with the moon, you just connect with the sun, you just connect with the whole thing and you are in ecstasy. Nothing else is required. You are in ecstasy with everything. This is the way the growth is supposed to happen. I can say human beings who are not able to cross that 7 to 14, the mental age, they are also stuck in the gay space or lesbian space. Two kinds of people. People who are stuck between the 7 to 14, they can be healed, they can be helped and they can be made to straight. But the people who came down with a different desire, they can't be healed, they have to live their freedom, or they have to live that kind of same lifestyle. No other way. Does enlightenment change the dynamic between husband and wife? No. It doesn't change the dynamic. I can say when you are enlightened, you only share that energy with the other person. Other person is elevated, just like Ramakrishna and Sharada Devi. Just like Ramakrishna and Sharada Devi. One difficulty is there, if the other person is completely against, dead against, then nothing can be done. Guru Prem, you won't have that problem. I am answering the questioner. You won't have that problem. But if the person is completely opposite, then the problem is there. If that person is little sympathetic, you won't have a problem. Even little sympathetic towards, you won't have a problem. You will only share and inspire the other person and elevate. Why in the Hindu tradition and some other religions are women banned from temples praying etc. when they are having their menstrual cycle? Oh God, this is a... Let me be very honest. I tried to consciously scan so much about this question. I am not able to find any justification. I am not able to find any justification. Usually I always support the Vedic tradition, Hindu tradition. I am not able to find any justification. So in all our temples I am allowing. In all our temples I am allowing. Women can come in all the days. They can come and pray. I am not able to find any justification. Maybe when they created that idea, at that time there might have been some reason. That is what I can tell. Now I don't find any justification or any reason. So in all our temples I am allowing. As far as I am concerned, you can do meditation or puja or anything. I have no problem. But in many traditional temples they don't allow. Maybe when the tradition was created there would have been some reason. Or greed and desire interchangeable? I answered. I thought energy was supposed to travel up the spine and through the Sahasrara for enlightenment. I heard you say When the energy turns down to Muladhara, we are awakened. Now I am confused about these points. When you heard that energy should travel to the top to get enlightened, that idea presented was totally different. Now when I say energy has to turn towards the Muladhara to get enlightened, you can say this is awareness, that is energy. Two different expression, same word is used. Whether this or that, you will become enlightened. Only in between it doesn't happen. If you are hanging around like a Trishangu Surga, what's the definition of lust? Is it purely sexual, or how do you compare lust with someone? What is the question? Who put the question? No, it's a sexual only. When I use the word lust, I meant by sexual only. Do you mean sexual performance? That is what I meant, sexual performance. I did not mean anything else. Finally, what do you say? One should have lust or not, oh God? I am not saying you should not have or should have. What prarabdha you brought, leave it. If you have, enjoy it. But don't try to enrich it, especially from external sources. Do not add something externally. It will terribly damage your system. It's because, see, if your body would have been prepared for 100 activity, in that 40% engram is lust, 30% is some other activity, 20% is some other activity. If you increase the lust activity from 40 to 80 by the external boosters, your body will not be able to handle other activities. Then you start creating all kinds of, especially the diseases like cancer, or self-torturing, just shrinking, just destroying the body starts happening through this kind of external supports. So I am not saying you should not have or you should have. Just if you brought it, leave it, enjoy it. If you don't have, don't bother. But don't have comparison with somebody else's activity or performance or lifestyle. When you have a comparison with somebody else's activity or lifestyle or performance, the trouble starts. Your lust is purely your lust. It is such a personal, intimate thing. Why do you want to put that in the market with somebody else's lust? Why do you want to compare with somebody else's performance, somebody else's action? So, just enjoy. It is your own very property. It is your intimate experience. The problem is people don't have anymore any idea about intimacy or the sanctity associated to intimacy. It's no more sacred. It's only utility, a pleasure experience, or just a, what to say? All right, I don't want to use any more words. If I use, I'll use strong words. How to be liberated from lust? You don't have to bother so much about liberation to the lust. If the pure energy in the Muladhara is awakened, I am not saying you will be liberated from the lust, you will be above the lust. If you want, play the game. When you don't want, relax from it. You will be above it. So the liberation is some way condemning the lust energy. Just like how you condemn fear, you condemn lust. Because it is a kind of a dependency. And you don't want to, especially male have so much of ego, you don't want to be dependent. So understand, going beyond lust should happen for the right reason. Not just because your ego is hurting. It's dependency. For wrong reason, if you try to go beyond the lust, you will again and again have suffering in other planes, in other places. Understand, even if it is the right action, wrong reason, you will have a problem. I used to tell a small story. 3 mad people wanted to be released from the madhouse. They went to the doctor. Doctor said, come tomorrow morning, I'll have a test for you guys, then I'll decide. Next day morning they came, there was an empty swimming pool, no water. Doctor said, jump. First guy jumped and broke his leg. Doctor said, you can't go out, go. He said, told the second guy, jump. Second guy jumped, broke the hand. Said, you can't go out, go. You have to be here. Third guy, he called and said, jump. Third guy said, no, I won't jump. Then doctor said, you can go out, come on. He was settling all the paperwork, he was doing all the paperwork, about to be released. Doctor casually asked, why you did not jump? That guy said, you know, I don't know swimming. Understand? Right action, wrong reason. So, even for the wrong reason, you try to go beyond the lust, you will be in suffering. You will be creating a mess. So even don't entertain even the subtle hatred. Even subtle hatred against fear or lust, you will be caught in that. You will be just caught. It's like a Vali, understand? In Ramayana, you heard the story of Ramayana. Vali is a monkey who has a boon. Anybody who stands in front of him for fight, half of their energy will come to him. Your lust and fear is like a Vali. If you stand directly in front of it for fight, half of your energy will go there. Then naturally he is only going to win because he already has his energy, and half of your energy, what will happen? So you are fighting a losing war. You are fighting losing war. So don't have even a subtle hatred. See, you hate because it is a dependency. That's where the problem starts. That's where the problem starts. So don't have hatred. It's like purifying the fear. Just like purifying the fear, purify the lust. Try to have a pure experience of pure greed without the object. Maybe these techniques will help you. That will leave you above, beyond lust. Is lust connected with aggression? I can say lust is nothing but an aggression. It is aggression. When it is not aggression anymore, it will become pure romance. Such a beautiful experience. Pure romance is like a flower. And lust is always an aggression. With pure romance, not even seeing is required. Not even seeing is required. Somebody complains about this Rasalila of Sri Krishna. He is a playboy. Krishna is having so many girlfriends. What is this? What is going on? He is worshipped as ideal. Understand, the whole thing, Rasalila, happened when Krishna was not even 10. By the time he is a 10, he has already gone to, he has left for Mathura. Please understand, the whole thing happened below the age of 10. Then understand, it's a pure friendliness. It was not lust. It was pure friendliness. The whole thing was a pure romance. It was never lust. There's a big difference between these two. The Bhagavatam beautifully describes. How many of you read Bhagavatam? You should read. If you find time, you should read in your language. I can say, I have read thousands of mythological scriptures, mythological literature. Not only Hindu mythology, even the Jain mythology, Buddhist mythology, and some Christian literature, in Sufi literature. So many mythological literatures I have read, but nothing like Bhagavatam. It is just essence of pure romance, the pure energy. It is just nothing like Bhagavatam. Somebody asked me, my biographer asked me, Swamiji, how you want your biography to be presented? I told, if you can, read Bhagavatam and internalize. With that ecstasy, write me. That is the way I wanted to be presented. The best way, if you want to understand the pure expression of a enlightened being landing on the planet Earth and playing, Bhagavatam should be read. Bhagavatam beautifully describes this whole scene. Somebody questions the Rishi, Bhagavatakara. He was questioned, who recites the Bhagavatam, he was questioned. What do you mean about saying that the connection between connection between Krishna and Gopikas are not lust, but the connection between the Sisubala and his, what do you call? Courtesans. What do you call her? Court dancers. Courtesans. Courtesans. It is a pure lust. What do you mean by that? Because Sisubala also had 16,000 courtesans and Krishna had 16,000 Gopikas. What do you mean by that? Then beautifully Bhagavatakara describes, see the relationship between the bridge between Krishna and Gopikas is a knowledge, pure knowledge that Krishna is ultimate. Nothing else. Love was the bridge. Knowledge was the bridge. Nothing else. There was no give and take. But with the Sisubala and courtesans, it was money. It was security. The bridge was security and money, not the knowledge and bhakti. So what is the bridge between you and your wife? Find out. Then you will understand whether you are living like a Krishna and Krishna's Gopikas or like Sisubala or Sisubala's courtesans. No, that is the truth. Understand whether you are living like a Krishna. If only money and security is the bridge, then you are living like Sisubala. If the love and understanding, knowledge is the bridge, you are living like Krishna. This is the difference between pure romance and lust. See, it is a practical life. It's a practical life. And see how your life is. And it's such an amazing expression. I can say the best expression, the best biography written about an enlightened master is Bhagavatam. I have read so many biographies of enlightened masters. So many. But nothing compared to Bhagavatam. I don't know whether 5 or 10,000 years before they wrote. I don't know how 10,000 years before such a peak of consciousness was reached by human beings. See, unless you experience this kind of that subtle, pure romance and all, you can't describe it. Experiencing pure romance is the peak of human consciousness. That's the peak of human consciousness. I can say at least 5,000 years before, in India, people have experienced that peak. That's why I say this civilization is out of great visionaries. This civilization is born out of great visionaries. And try to read Bhagavatam, you may understand what's the meaning of that pure romance. The difference between lust and romance. You can say this simple scale, go and measure it. The bridge between you and your wife, is it just security and money? Or is it understanding and love? Whole problem is solved. What to do when these things are at their peak? Am I right? I'm not. At their peak. Direct solution is, I'll work with you now. We will work on root chakra and make it pure energy. That's a direct solution. No other direct solution. Is the prarabdha of lust is different between husband and wife? Oh God, that is where the whole mess starts. That is where the whole mess starts. At least in the West you have a freedom to change. In India that is also not there. These fellows are caught. To tell you honestly, I don't have a practical answer for it. Really. I tried that some way, technically we can alter the energy and all those things. Even then, the willingness to change is also not there. That is where the problem starts. If both the person feel one person's prarabdha is more or less than the other person, they need to help each other. Then problem gets settled. Then they can be brought to meditation or some techniques and process, and it just completely gets healed. But even if that is not happening, it's a mess only. That's why I say in the modern day, marriage is the greatest calamity. No, really. That's the greatest chaos can happen to you. What to do? Nothing can be done. When does life begin? Before conception, at conception, or birth? During birth. When the umbilical cord, you see the prana connection between you and your mother, when that is disconnected, then the energy, when the soul enters into your being. Till then, you are surviving through the mother's prana. Your heart may be beating, everything may be functioning, but the individual soul has not entered into it. Individual soul enters only during the birth. When the umbilical cord starts moving, the movement of the umbilical cord starts happening. That is the moment individual soul enters. Then you may ask how Prahlada, how Abhimanyu. Tomorrow you ask this question, I will answer. Tomorrow we will be working on death. That time I will answer. Who put this quote? Manisha? Oh God. Just now I saw you making my eyes small. I saw blue sky around behind you and saw 4 different faces, like 4 different images. What is that? When you look through the eyes, you will see different experiences. Not only that, you will see an empty person, an emptiness talking to you. That emptiness is the fullness.
Yes. So it was an amazing revelations from Swamiji about the lust. As actually, the lust itself is not bad. It is a pure energy when it is not attached to any object or a person. When your awareness turns towards your Muladhara, you experience this pure energy. That is what, that is the time you realize and wake up to the reality. Even if you are in a dream, when your thought, one single thought, when it reaches the Muladhara, you'll you'll be awakened from the dream. Same way, when your awareness reaches your Muladhara, you'll understand this entire thing is the Maya. All the things which is happening around you is not real. The reality is something else. So Swamiji is giving a beautiful example of Rasa Leela, bringing the Rasa Leela into the picture that though Krishna was playing the divine play with his gopikas, the 16,000 gopikas, how it is not a lust. Swamiji is telling clearly there is no give and take in between Krishna and gopikas. There is only pure knowledge. There is only pure devotion. Even though it appears to be a play, it is a devotion between them. There is no expectation. There is no give and take. Same way in husband and wife, when one of the partners understand the prarabdha of other, they will live a beautiful life, complementing each other. So that is where Swamiji is giving a clear understanding about the not having attachment towards a person or a object. Even a greed and lust is a pure energy, is our personal asset, personal property to enjoy. So that is where Paramashivoham program is making us experience this pure energy, pure lust and pure greed. Even fear, Swamiji makes us to experience our ultimate. So it was an amazing revelation that even lust is a pure energy when it is not attached to the object or a person. With this powerful cognition, let us end today's session with the Purna Mantra. As usual, I welcome all of you for tomorrow's yoga session. So I always want to remember all our participants to get involved yourself into this lifestyle, the amazing lifestyle Swamiji has given us into this yoga, puja, and this powerful cognitions that Swamiji is giving us, and obviously the amazing darshan Swamiji is giving every day. So get aligned to this lifestyle, the Charya Pada. The rest, everything will be taken care. your struggle towards your pattern, your goals, your life, everything will start melting down one by one. You'll start experiencing the bliss and the ultimate purpose of your life, the ultimate goal of your life. So, with this powerful cognizance, we will end today's lesson with the Purva mantra. Let us all sit straight, the spine, neck, and head in a straight line. Close your eyes. Om
Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhagavad Sri Nityananda Paramajiva Padukarvanamastu Om Nityanandam.
Thank you everyone. Dhyanandam.
Nityanandam.